from these two. So are we going to find another group of women that are going to be able to bring as much energy and excitement? I don't know, but I hope so. And I think that this is going to help promoters, or force promoters to start putting more females on the shows.
Last question. I know one of the biggest topics is always equal pay about, the fight, women in boxing. Just elaborate more on that. What do you think from your perspective of that statement that's just been, thrown out there a lot?
It's talked about all the time, but as I say, and right or wrong, indifferent, this is my opinion, it's not about whether you're male or female, it's about who sells tickets. And these women showed us tonight that they could sell tickets, so they deserve that big payday. It doesn't matter, you put butts in the seats, you get paid. You don't bring people to the arena, you're the one that gets the small payday, and whoever's bringing the people, they're the one that gets a big payday, male or female, doesn't matter.
Christy Martin, thank you so much for speaking with FightHype TV. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hi, Christy, we're the Irish media.
Hang on a second, guys.
I appreciate your time. Congratulations on you being inducted into the Hall of Fame, too. I wanted to bring that up because right around the corner, so finally
right.
what's owed to you.
Yeah.
And you've been in great fights, and you made history. You're part of history. And then tonight, Taylor Serrano, how did you see this fight, and what does this fight mean to women's boxing?
How I saw the fight was, I saw that it was I thought it was going to be a draw. What it means for women's boxing is, look, they sold out the Garden. They headlined the show at the Garden. They brought all these people here, and they put on a hell of a show. So, everybody that walked away from this building tonight has to walk away saying, I want to see at least those two women fight again, and hopefully they'll want to see more women fight. But we know they're going to want to see these two. We're going to see a rematch, and then probably the third fight. And then it all goes back to, as everybody wants to talk about the money. They brought the people here, they got the big payday, and that's the way it works. Whether you're male or female, it's about who puts butts in the seats.
Right. It should be about equal pay.
It's who puts butts in the seats. If you're a man and you put butts in the seats, you get the check. If you're a female and you put butts in the seats, they got the check. That's just the way it works.
Definitely not. Now, as far as you, what does it mean to be inducted into the Hall of Fame?
It's a great opportunity. I mean, finally, we get into the Hall of Fame, but I was actually inducted into 2020,
Right.
And now because of COVID and after so long, finally get to have the induction and get my ring.
As you reflect on your career, is there anything that you say, you haven't done that you wish you could have done?
I had a great career. Don King, who at the time and still in my opinion is the world's greatest promoter, I fought under Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, got the fight here in the Garden, all over Las Vegas. I had a great career. I wouldn't change it for anything. I would say, I maybe wish I was young and I was able to experience what they have today, but I'm good. I had a great career.
What do you think about the 2-minute rounds? Do you think that the rounds should be equal as well?
I think the 2-minute rounds is great for women's boxing. Do you see how exciting each and every round that they fought was tonight?
Absolutely.
If it was a 3-minute round and it gets drawn out into like, oh my goodness, somebody's not in shape. Both of those women were in shape, and they could have probably fought 10 solid 3-minute rounds, but that's not the case all the time. And plus, in 2 minutes, you see so much action. Why not just fight 2 minutes and every fight's a war?
Where does this rate in your top 10 greatest female boxing matches of all time?
Oh, it has to be right up there with the best,
Wow.
because every round was very competitive. Every round was back and forth, and at one point, Katie Taylor was hurt, and I think Lisa said to me, Serrano's going to stop her, and I was like, yeah. Rosie Perez was in front of us, and we're like, no, this is about to be over. Katie Taylor has lots of heart and lots of talent. She came right back. So.
And it looked like Serrano was hurt.
We're the Irish media, so we
yes.
remember your fights from years ago. So, what did you think of Taylor's bravery to come back? As you were saying there, she looked out of it in the 5th round. Like, where do you think she got the wherewithal to come back and dominate the last 3 rounds?
That's a true champion. When they get knocked down. Of course, she didn't get knocked down, but you're down and you're tough, and it's hard to get. How am I going to get up? Boom! Some way she did. She went back to the corner, recomposed herself, came out, and was able to take care of probably the last 2 or 3 rounds. She definitely won those. She needed to win those. And she did.
And what do you think, Serrano would say herself that she's a natural featherweight? I mean, what had she to do to to compete at that level, which is 2 weights above her natural.
That's something else that I think everybody has to really take their hats off to Madison Serrano, because she did step up 2 weight classes. But that's the type of fighter she is. So all the credit, a lot of credit has to go to her too, because she did come up 2 weight classes and put on a hell of a performance. A very, very close, tough fight. What do you? Yeah, it was a great fight. I just wanted to do it again.
For just a second. This is Lady Tiger.